Slugworth is the name of the bad guy in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I think.
Really? I've literally never seen that show.
Well, it's not a show, it's a movie. We're going to start there. You've never seen that movie?
Literally never.
Well, I guarantee Joey was and still is petrified of it.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Refuse to see it. Goes against my moral code.
Guarantee your dad loves it.
Guaranteed. What's up, man?
What's up, Don?
You...
Thank you for renting out some studio space for us.
This is the new studio. This is the GF's house, apartment, condo,
domicile,
sanctuary, the place I find my most peace.
Yeah, you do seem peaceful here. It's kind of like you're like a Buddhist monk in a monastery high up in the mountains somewhere.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn off the AC. Doesn't it feel like you can bleed
That's
out?
That's gonna rumble the whole damn thing.
I know. I got to turn it off.
Well, then turn it off.
I'm about to.
Yes, this is a good bleed out spot.
I can for
kind
sure
of like
bleed out on this
halfway
couch.
in the doorway, like you just made it home. Yes, beautiful. Thank you to your lovely girlfriend for opening up her space for us.
Yes. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. Did the camera tilt, or
it looked like that from the beginning?
I on some sort of
it's tilted
barbiturate.
For sure.
Is it?
You're on barbs.
Am I on barbs?
You're on Barbara Walters.
I remember learning about barbs in 6th grade. And I was like, ooh, what's that one?
All right, it's fine. Happy 39th birthday to you.
36. And you're what, 34? Turning 35?
Turning 35 in June.
Wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy. It's a little unsettling. They're kind of like fake ages, trash ages. Nothing really matters probably until 50, and then that really doesn't matter. It's all a construct, you know?
It's all a construct, yeah. I think 40s, once I hit 40, it's going to be like the new 20. You know?
Why? Because of all the GLP-1s and tests you'll be on, or?
Yeah, and then it's just 20 times 2. So
yeah, that's
you're kind of just like
factual.
And I met a 40-year-old at a party in LA I went to with Jordan. I met a 40-year-old actor, and he seemed like he had 20-year-old energy. So I was just like, is this what happens?
Well, that'd be the adrenochrome.
That'd be adrenochrome.
Do you think you'll be going to Turkey or no?
To get my hair transplant?
Yeah, you don't need it.
No, I don't need it. Maybe, though. You never know. Maybe. Didn't you have a shoulder thing today?
I thought I did. I drove all the way down there to El Toro and the 5 to see my surgeon for a checkup and some x-rays. And I was informed that they had indeed spoken to me on the phone and rescheduled the appointment for Friday, which I did confirm to them. So I keep thinking I'm out of the woods on the traumatic brain injury, but little haunts keep coming back and reminding me that I'm not quite there, because I definitely did say, yeah, Friday will be fine. So, yeah.
Wait, so I blacked out.
It was scheduled for today. I had a little card with it written on it, taped it on the fridge. But then a few weeks after I scheduled that, they called me and said, do you mind if we actually do it on Friday? And I said, oh, absolutely, no problem. Whatever's easiest for you guys. You know, being nice. And I never noted that. So on my records,
it wasn't today.
It was originally, but then they asked for it. Now you're making me think I'm absolutely insane.
Well, the last text message we had was, I have an appointment today.
And I drove there, and it was about a 35-minute drive to there. I went in the elevator. I walked right up to the young woman
and, they were like,
and said,
nope.
I'm here to check in for my appointment. And she said, I spoke to you on the phone a few weeks ago. We rescheduled it for Friday. And I said, oh, you did, didn't you? Okay, I'll be back. And I had to just tuck my little tail and walk on out of there. But that's okay.
This is making sense.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because I feel like when I'm texting you about setting up times and dates, I feel like I'm talking to like an inner being inside you that is giving false information.
Well, I suffered a traumatic brain injury. I feel I'm mostly out of the woods on that. I know last time you were actually the main reinforcer that I was indeed unwell when I thought I was good back then during our last episode when you visited me in my fragile state. And I said, afterwards, Dante, that was good, right? I seemed okay. And you said, oh no, I could tell. And you reinforced, my whole world just shattered beneath me back then. But I indeed was still in rough shape. That was over, about a month ago, probably. And I'm about 8-9 weeks out, doing a lot of hydrating, taking some injectables, some peptides, some vitamins, about a fistful of vitamins. God knows what they're doing. And I'm just trying to get well,
Yeah. Did you talk to my buddy's wife?
No,
email?
I don't believe I did.
Did you get the email?
I'd have to check.
Okay.
I believe, yeah, I need to follow up on that.
I definitely CC'd your ass. So.
How do you even know my email?
You sent it to me via text. Here comes the TBI.
Really?
You sent it to me via
Okay,
text.
let's move on. You're freaking me out.
You said, see, this is what I'm talking about. When we've been texting, I feel like we explain times.
My wife and I've returned to work. We have a 4-month-old, 5-month-old now. I've returned to work, which has been strenuous on me. We're trying to find our next place of dwelling, our next domicile. We've got a lot going on. So outside of just having a brain injury, it's hard to nail down times and things with a baby and everything else. But yeah. I'm happy to be here. I think it's low air, what's it called? Air density?
Low air density.
That's definitely not what it's called. Oxygen. The oxygen levels are low here at this elevation. So I'm a little flabbergasted perhaps, but I'm happy to be sitting here speaking with you.
Yeah. The people.
What's your name again?
What's up, man? Freaking Zork.
Hi, Zork.
Yeah, what have we missed thus far? I feel like we went on a podcast hiatus right when everything kicked off. And
like what? Your birthday and your 2-year anniversary of Sandbag Saturday.
We went C. Kirk style. We went freaking all the things that have been happening.
Yes.
Venezuelans.
The Venezuelans, I believe that's a nothing burger. It's a distraction. I'm not concerned about the boats. Rest in peace either way, drug traffickers or not. I'm sorry they chose that path in their life and they met that demise. We don't want to see anybody die on this earth. However, if you're trafficking, deadly drugs, it's not the best choice to have been made. But here's the deal. These boats, they're blowing up. You being a former seaman, you can take one look at that boat and then you can think Venezuela's thousands of miles away. That thing was never coming close to our shores in the first place.
Where were the boats taken off from? From Venezuela?
Allegedly, but they're little cigarette jet boats. There's no way they even have enough fuel on board to make it to damn Colombia, let alone, Laguna Beach.
We're coming to Sandbag Saturday.
So,
let me see where Venezuela
I know there's a large fleet, a naval fleet gathered around the coast. I believe Venezuela has one of, if not the richest oil deposits on the whole globe. So maybe this is all kind of a...
They could be going to Puerto Rico.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they could be going somewhere else and then transfer it. I know we don't have to assume that they were coming straight here. I have not read into it enough, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Interesting.
All right.
You think we're going to war? We
cannot go to war with Venezuela. What's the point of that?
Get some freaking oil.
Yeah, that would be the point. It's a small country.
What if we need that oil down?
We do need the oil. The gas prices are too damn high. And what doesn't make sense to me is when I'm in Texas, you're paying $2.35 a gallon at the pump. It's got to take the fuel trucks longer to get from whatever port they come in on to Texas than it does to right here in LA. Why are we paying double that? Why is it cheaper there? Because they're blending it with some stuff they're pulling out of the ground in Texas?
In Texas.
Some homegrown stuff?
Some Texas. Yeah, they got some oil there, man. I think. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Dan Buongiorno Pizza.
He's stepping down.
I just saw that.
Stepping down. The president said something about how he wants to focus on his broadcasting or something, but I think perhaps he might know too much. He might have uncovered just how wide the web is woven. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's getting freaking sketchy.
Kash Patel's girlfriend is a Mossad agent. It's a party. It's fun.
It's a party. Yeah, that's wild. I was listening to the Candace Owens thing about her sitting down with Erica Kirk for 4.5 hours or something like that.
Yes.
You hear about that?
Yes, I'm aware. I don't know.
At this point, it's truly entertainment.
Yes, it's a true crime documentary.
Yeah.
I'm interested, to see what will come of a trial. That's what we have to wait and see.
In May.
Is that the trial for Tyler Robinson?
In May, thank you.
In May.
Yeah.
If he makes it that far.
If he freaking makes it.
Yeah.
There
could be another Epstein-style situation where he so happened to have decided to end his life or something happens while he's imprisoned. But, yeah, go ahead.
I told you the bullet. I mean, we missed everything when everything was going down. And I told you my whole, the bullet theory and all that. Did you hear that?
What?
The second, the moment it happened, within the minute on Atlas News, I sent it to everyone and everyone was already seeing it. And then my immediate thing was back right. So if I'm him, he got
that's
from
what
back
a lot
right.
of ballistics people and people were.
But it took everyone a month to kind of say that. And my immediate reaction was back right, immediate exit wound, everything. And then the fact that they came out saying that his bone structure was
magical and
tough and
stopped
hard,
a round that puts down a moose.
completely impossible.
Yeah.
I
did hear an interesting counter theory to that. However, I will tell you, I don't believe that they are manufactured anymore. However, I believe that a artillery company at one point made a round for a 30-06 hunting rifle that had the casing size of that round, so it would fit into the chamber and everything, but it was tipped and powdered as a 22, so you could basically shoot 22 size and power rounds out of a higher caliber weapon. And some people said maybe that was it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, hopefully, since they have the bullet, they would know immediately, and hopefully would have already said that. And I doubt if you wanted to actually kill someone, why would you then use a 22? You'd go full blast. So maybe he did it on accident.
Well, maybe he claims if he's indeed the suspect or the murderer, he claims it was his grandfather's rifle or something, or that came from his father or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe he just didn't have any weapons experience and grabbed whatever rounds happened to have been in the house as well, not knowing they were correct or incorrect or one of these 22 style. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, it is.
It doesn't add up either way. If you want to, you can go down Candace's rabbit holes. I think she's getting a little kooky with it on some of the things, and it's definitely like a true crime podcast where the fact and the fiction, although she claims it's all fact, seem to be, I don't know. She's following every lead, whatever, but bare bones minimum. You'd look at just bullet points of all sorts of things that don't add up, regardless of how she's portraying it.
Yeah.
There's some strange things there.
Oh, 100%. The call logs and everything. That crazy Egyptian plane. And then
the crime scene being like immediately excavated and re-cemented like the next day.
I was thinking maybe my only counter to that would be like, okay, maybe there's just stained blood all over the ground, so they want to get rid of that. That's like my only counter argument to why did they repave the thing like
if
a day after.
Community college is doing that, I mean that's a multi tens of thousands of dollar project to do what they did. It had to have been. I don't think they just hired someone. The surveys had to have been taken beforehand.
Yeah,
they would just power wash it or bleach the. And it's a crime scene. And I don't even think there was ground. I think he was on grass, so there's no stains there. I think it was grass before, and then they cemented the whole thing.
Yeah, that's insane. And then the gun being sighted in is a whole different story as well.
Yeah.
Like they would have picking up a gun, having a scope on it that hasn't been used.
No,
I mean
it's
that thing
completely
ain't hidden.
off. No,
that is going so far off.
You sight in a weapon to go hunt big game, and you flick it the wrong way, and it's completely off.
Yeah, and just cold bore shooting a rifle that hasn't been shot, you're going to be way off. The fact that it hit, and he doesn't look like a guy that's sighting in at a range with that thing.
Even the damn Dairy Queen that he was on the surveillance cameras at, the Dairy Queen the next week is closed.
Really?
Out of business.
Yeah.
Randomly.
That's insane. Freaking nuts. Something's going on. Something. Are you working tonight?
Yes. I'm working at my place of business tonight.
Can we come in?
Please come by and say hello.
We're going to do a since our first date was at your place of establishment.
Sure.
I'm going to be doing a little bit, like end of the year, like first place we met.
And that was how long ago?
That was September 3rd.
Oh, wow. Really?
September 3rd.
Wow.
And then last date of the year. Guess she's leaving.
That's
be at your place.
That's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes. It really happened. It really freaking happened. Me and aunt.
What about aunt?
I said me and aunt.
What about him?
Finding someone at the same time.
Yes. Anthony's in love as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably never see him again.
He's moving to New Zealand.
Yes, I think so. Or it's all a cover and he's a federal agent or something and he's going into witness protection and this is his story.
Yeah. Yes. You want some peanuts?
No, thank you. I'd like to see the brand, though. Are they a sponsor?
M&M's inside.
Papa Sal's.
Mm-hmm.
Choco Nut Trail Mix. Manufactured in Woodland, California. Mm-hmm. Interesting. What do you know?
Seed oils.
Sunflower oil, peanut oil. Plenty of oil. Oh, we got yellow 6 in here.
What?
Yellow 6, yellow 5, blue 1, blue 2.
I'm willing to be sponsored by Yellow 6 at this point.
Corn syrup.
Sponsors, if you're listening.
Roasted salted sunflower seeds containing sunflower, vegetable, canola, cottonseed, and or peanut oil. So you are just calcifying your pineal gland with this mix, as am I.
So do you think you'll ever go on a men's trip again? After what happened?
June writing this. What
do you say, June writing this one?
Chewing right into the mic.
Oh, chewing, yeah.
I would hope so. And I would hope it would be to a place of worship, perhaps to Bethlehem, perhaps to the Wailing Wall. Yeah. I still need to go give that a kiss. somewhere peaceful, and protected, somewhere holy. A holy land would be nice. But if I'm called to, as my Mormon brothers are, if I'm called to perhaps Cabo San Lucas, I will have to follow that call.
Yeah, I might need to do a. We might need to do a. What's it called? A bachelor party pretty soon. You never know. You never know what I'm thinking up in here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Or we'll have to do a rescue mission to Auckland to go get on. Go do an extraction.
Screw it. Why not? We have one last member. It's me, Aunt, and Jax.
Jackson,
Final
Anthony,
remaining.
Dante, and Amin.
Oh, okay.
We're waiting on bachelor parties for.
Yes. 100%.
Although Amin did claim that Costa Rica was looped into his arc of
Bachelor parties.
bachelor activities, but I think that was off the record, off the books, illegitimate, unreadable. So what's happening with our friend Sean Ryan and Dan Crenshaw, one of our podcast heroes, someone we look up to, Sean Ryan. He's claiming that Dan Crenshaw, the congressman
For Texas.
Famously missing an eyeball, presents as a weathered veteran, is not happy with Sean questioning where his money's coming from, especially regarding a party where he had famed DJ Steve Aoki DJing. And he said, if your salary's, $200,000 a year, how are we having Steve Aoki, whose show fee has got to be $500,000 to celebrate you? Dan took offense and sent him a message saying something about, my boys at 6. Development Group 6 I'm referencing. Might have, given me some intel. Sean took that as a threat. Are you perhaps threatening me with some development groupies?
Development groupies.
I think it's a bunch of drama and horse hockey, if you're asking me. And I know our listeners don't give a rat's ass about it either. All 236 of you.
All 236. Yeah. I don't know. I have to. I obviously have to. I always like to look at. I'm a kind of guy. I like to look at both sides.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
You tracking?
I'm tracking.
Part of me is like, yes, we all know insider trading happens.
Absolutely.
It's just a fact.
Absolutely.
You can't beat these guys. These people can't be beating the market as big as they are.
Old Pelosi.
Beating freaking S&P 500.
The Archbishop Pelosi of this whole scam.
Beating freaking Warren Buffett year after year. I mean, it's impossible. So there is that happening.
Yeah.
100%. But I always go back into like, it does seem like a dramatic thing. Like if, once again, I'd say I was on, if I were to pick a side, I would be on Sean's side for sure. But to counter that, I would be like, if this podcast or one of us took off, right? And we're making $100,000, and let's just say we have other people that are like sponsoring us, giving us money to then throw us a party. And then someone's like, how is Dante and Cole making this money? It's like, well, who says it was our money to throw this party in the first place?
It's not to say that Daniel Crenshaw himself has no rights to an income outside of whatever his federal salary is. He might be doing speaking engagements and have made some good investments. Maybe he was early into Dogecoin, perhaps.
Bitcoin, Doge, Cardano.
So, yes, it's interesting, but it's a little bit.
Yeah, it is a way to call
kind
out
of special
someone
ops insider stuff that you and I like to discuss that our listeners aren't so involved in. We should talk more about.
This is really our specialty.
We should talk more about something the slugs would like. I'm not sure.
But yes, to be fair, I think the whole thing is kind of annoying when you have two big people kind of calling each other out. Unfortunately, all part of the brotherhood.
Part of the brotherhood.
And
that's what breaks my heart.
Out. It's unfortunate. You think it's gone when you get out, and it's right where it is.
right where it is.
The slugs. Is that our fans now? The slugs.
I was thinking they could be the slugs,
Yeah,
and then
it
I
could
was
be the
thinking
slugs.
maybe the house flies or the gnats or something would be more appropriate, as that's what a frog tends to snack on. But I'm sure
Oh, that's.
frogs eat slugs as well, so that
Yeah.
could be our
I like slugs.
Swifty adjacent terminology.
Mm-hmm. We do have one listener that within the minute of me uploading an episode, he's always just like, no effing way.
Well, I love you, thank you, but
Yeah,
that
whoever you
also
are.
could very likely be a Russian or Ukrainian bot from a
Yeah.
troll farm.
Yes, they're trying to get us. They're trying to get us in the beginning
Yes.
to gain rapport, be a mega fan,
Yes.
and then Lord knows. I think there's some federal agents that show up to SBS. To be honest with you,
Oh no,
I
maybe
think
your
so.
CT's worse than mine.
I think there might be, man. You got to
Yeah.
think. You never
Auditing you,
just
making sure you're not giving away military secrets.
No, maybe from other countries. Just think if there's thousands of agents on the ground working for the U.S. Imagine the French. Sorry, Mikhail.
Yes.
Imagine.
Well, now
other-
you're actually 1,000% correct.
Imagine.
He is some sort of opposition.
Yeah, imagine other countries that. I'm just saying this out loud.
Every time he leaves your Monday workouts, he's drawing a blueprint of every bathroom in your house, every inch.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I don't know. There's no reason to even get information out of me at all. I'll just tell you, wet wipes are flushable. That's the most information I'm gonna
That's
give you.
incorrect.
But maybe if another country is just like, oh, this guy is, a former SEAL, and this is where he goes, and this is where we can be around. And other countries think, oh, maybe this person has a podcast and information, and they try to get into your bubble in the beginning to when this thing has millions of listeners, Lord knows,
It could be
in
Ant. Maybe this is
2027.
why Ant's leaving the country.
They have our ear. This is why Ant's leaving the country.
Maybe he's been compromised.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
it's just a thing, Just like, the FBI, embedding themselves in, drug, in a gang or something.
Sure. Undercover
Maybe
agents.
we have China embedding ourselves in
outside of the Frenchman in question. Do you have any regulars that raise a red flag, or are there people coming week after week that weren't there the week before that perhaps don't speak English? Or
Yeah, I think there's also people that have come that I suspected they don't come anymore, and I'm like, they've probably seen like, oh yeah, this guy has zero information. This guy,
he's a dud.
has zero
Report
information.
back to North
Yeah.
Korea.
So tell us about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything. No, nothing.
Interesting.
You want to talk about poop? I'll tell you about the porta potties
Wow.
and wet wipes. But yeah, no, just a fun little thing. I always think about,
Absolutely.
But yeah.
What else is going on?
You know what? I had about 15,000 topics before we started this.
Okay. We've covered them.
We've covered them all. But how do you like this place? What do you feel? Do you feel at peace? Is it weird being in my girlfriend's apartment?
No, because I sense a warm energy. I've only met her once, but she's, I think, recarved some neural pathways in your brain and softened you and made, I'm happy to see you happy. So this is a place of comfort for me.
Nice.
These are funky, weird little places up here. Once you start climbing up into the hills around here, this is an awesome place. It's very cool.
What do you think? How would you describe this place? Like if you were to give it a country or a vibe, or like countryside meets, Fresno, or
This is Tuscan antiquity mixed with mid-century revolutionary spirit. The layout is lovely. The smaller door frames indicate, it's probably 1930s, 40s, I would say.
Wow.
It looks like the attached unit in the front has been fully remodeled, but I think this was probably left more so intact.
Yeah.
The washroom off of the kitchen and
The washroom.
even that sink, those are all mid-century appearing. The quite the trees, you'd hate to see some old growth be removed, but if they were, you'd have quite the view.
Yeah, I'm thinking just for straight up just fire control. You know what I mean?
Yes, that can be of concern around here as well. But it's a lovely place.
Very lovely, very lovely. Feel really good. I think she was going with more of a, I just learned this term, Parisian. It's people from Paris. So didn't know if any of you knew that.
What? The decor?
The decor.
Yes, it's Parisian countryside, Rhone, the Rhone Valley.
Mm-hmm. I gotta have a coffee, there, a coffee there.
Correct.
I could sip coffee here. I gotta have a baguette.
Correct.
In the kitchen.
Now let me ask you, you've been spending some more time in Echo Park, in Silver Lake, in
Eagle Rock.
What do you take from spending time actually here in this city, being a Orange County surf bro your whole life and avoiding this city, and then living in places like Clan T now that you're here? What do you feel about the infrastructure, the people, the establishments? Are you enjoying yourself?
Traffic's terrible.
Of course.
I didn't know how bad it was until I had to drive 2 miles to a gym, and it took me 30 minutes.
Sure.
That's very frustrating. I do love this place.
Yes.
I do love
Fair.
this area. But when you leave, I definitely don't get a family aspect
No.
of LA. It is not family based. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing, and if you're successful, fantastic, let's party.
And everyone else wants to be
And
successful.
everyone else wants to be.
And everyone here has moved here within the last 5 years.
Yeah,
as well.
Yes.
Nobody, there's no, your neighbor, if you're living in this part, is not likely, someone that's been there, bought the house in the 70s, or a family. It's lots of turnover. Nobody's from here. It's all transplants.
Yes.
But
and the people that do have lived here, because I think like the landlord, I think they did live here, and it seems like if you've lived here, you got lucky, just like all the boomers. They had a house when it happened,
and it quadrupled,
and they
in
made a
value or
duplex, and they rented
Yes.
it out to people that aren't from here. So it's like I'm explaining LA, which everyone already knows. It's a melting pot of people
Yes.
coming here to do something with
Yes.
them, become.
Now, if you go east towards Hollywood, or you go, I guess, southwest towards downtown, it's not as great, and that still is LA as far as crime, homelessness, filth, whatever. But there's a national narrative that this is the worst place in the country, and it's falling apart, and Gavin Newsom has failed the state, and it's overrun with all sorts of issues. But I think once you're around here, you realize, oh, you know what? This is pretty normal and not terrible.
Yeah.
It's relatively clean. It's a big city. So, you can make exception for overflowing trash cans and some things in the gutter here and there. But overall, it's to be expected. It's not Tokyo. It's not spotless with a, hypersonic railway system. But
Yeah. I don't see as many bums as I thought. Not many bums. I remember being in San Diego, and it's just bum central.
Bum Central, yes.
Here, it just doesn't seem there's that many, or maybe we're in the area.
There's a lot, but they're
many.
not around here. Yes.
Yeah. And what do you speaking of something that I know we're well versed in? What do you think about homelessness when it comes to? Do you think it's a housing epidemic, or do you think it's a drug mental illness epidemic?
Well,
Go.
first of all, these are our unhoused neighbors.
Yes.
Let's use the right terminology. Second of all, there's a housing shortage, or an affordable housing shortage, I should say. Absolutely. However, it is a product of untreated mental illness, drug addiction. That would make up, I mean, it's unquestionable that would make up the majority, I would say. Where I work, the people I see wandering the streets or pushing the shopping carts, they're all speaking to themselves. They're all disheveled. God bless them. They're unmedicated. They might need to be medicated. However, if they received that medication, I'm not sure that would, all of a sudden they'd be making a down payment. But the people that harp on the fact that if there was affordable housing, or we need to take this defunct elementary school or motel and turn it into housing, that's not going to fix anything. The problem is too out of hand. Mm-hmm. Look at who's on the payroll in LA County, in this wing of what's to be handled in the homeless wing of payroll for LA County. The highest earner is like $300K, and then there's like 12 people making above $200K, and there's like 100 people making $100K. And if this problem went away, these people wouldn't have jobs, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's a business as well. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I almost think, what would you do if you could? If you're the mayor, you're the governor.
I'm the governor of California.
You're the governor of California.
Well, I think you're in a bad spot already, because we have the most desirable weather conditions in the country. And if you're going to be living outside or attempting to make a life for yourself without owning or renting a property, meaning under a bridge or in a wooded area or whatever, you'd like to pick the place that doesn't get very cold. Yes, it'll get hot, but there's not blizzards, so everybody. And then we also happen to be on the coast, meaning if you're on the verge of or homeless and you're somewhere in Central America, the center of the country, or in neighboring states like Nevada, Arizona, you're most likely not going to head east. You're not going to go make things worse for yourself to go be homeless in Boston or Philadelphia or New York, maybe Florida. However, Florida is a lot more of a conservative state. So you're going to come to California. This is where you can receive the most aid. You get a cell phone. You get
EBT card.
All those things. So the people are going to come here anyways, and they get stuck here. You can't keep going. We got the ocean. So, I don't know what I would do. I don't have a plan. Perhaps, there's places an hour from here that are desolate, super cheap places, tons of federal land. I'm talking, Victorville, Barstow, that out that way, not very far from here. So granted, it is the desert, but how come you can't build, an entire large scale homeless rehabilitation city facility? Granted, you can't force anyone into a camp. You can't take anybody against their will. But if there was an infrastructure built with clean housing and resources people needed, and food availability, and then drug treatment and counseling and psychological help and all sorts of things. Granted, this would be $10-20 billion state dime, but I believe the state has the money. Then any person that is arrested, any person that is attended to by homeless services within LA County, for example, that attends the shelter, they are explained and given the option that we can take you to this facility. You will have your own home. We will have doctors there that can help diagnose you, treat, a lot of these people that I see personally too here in this city have debilitating injuries. A lot of them are from intravenous drugs that get infected and get gangrene. And, you'll see somebody wearing normal pants and one pant is completely tight because the whole leg underneath is, there's probably right now, if I could snap my fingers and have a number for you, like the amount of people within this county, this moment, that if I took them to a hospital, the doctor would say the only choice is amputation. It's probably in the thousands. It's a huge problem.
Yeah.
So, and these people are pushing shopping carts and walking around dealing with this excruciating pain. It's probably further perpetuating their cycle of misery and drug use and whatever. So I don't think you can fix it person by person. I think you have to make a sanctuary city within the state, maybe. Or the country needs to, front the bill for doing one. 2 in California, 1 in
every main city,
or every main sect of the country, having these places where these people are encouraged to go. But I think it's an overall, I don't know. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
The majority of the homeless people, yes, they're elderly, but there's tons of people that are in our age range. You could say 25 to 45, who would be products and children of boomers, who we know are the most deeply selfish. And no, I'm kidding. But they're people like us who were born into families who had kind of the last few years of the American dream, so to speak, on their shoulders, as far as being able to purchase a house and raise a family, even in a state like this, based off of blue collar jobs. And that's unachievable now. So I think a good section of the population, that is homeless, were kind of, if they came from a broken home or were in foster care or had no help or guidance, they kind of, whether they knew it or not, have probably been cursed with this since way before they ever were.
Yeah. I saw some guy just driving. I'm 30% sure he had that thing. His leg was.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like crazy.
It's like I could see.
It's like elephantitis.
Parts of his leg open.
Oh,
and then he was either picking it.
Yeah.
Or, and I looked really closely, and I think he was.
See flesh or bone or what?
I think he was drawing. I think he was making a fake leg to look like it was all messed up. To probably get some monies. And I'm like, good idea, brother.
Like a doctor's going to look at the Crayola and be like, oh, yes, that's deeply infected.
Yeah. No, probably just to get money, I'm guessing. To get what's it called? Panhandling?
Oh, you're begging or panhandling.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like I think I looked really closely and I'm like, oh, he's not picking, he's drawing.
Looking for sympathy from a passerby.
Yeah, he's drawing on it. And he was like smiling doing it.
That's interesting.
But yeah, no, I was going to say the same thing what you just said. Make like a big,
it's tragic.
A big, massive.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's very saddening because if we put ourselves in the Buddhist mind state, I feel like we belong in here in this monastery. I am you and you are I. We are all.
We are we.
I so happen to be me, but I could very well be the guy drawing on his leg. That is me there. Yeah. And it's very easy to subhumanize someone or view them as another, or perhaps you have a strong moral code, but it's too complicated or emotional for you to even begin to grasp. So you have created a mental block in your head to protect yourself from even thinking about someone unfortunate for too long because it's too hard for you to deal with. I'm not sure, but it's sad. We're in the richest country in the world, and this problem is worse here than it is in a lot of other countries that are way less off than we are. Plenty of places in South America, and maybe that's because in South America, Central America, for example, the family unit is valued a lot higher. People stick together and care for each other more. It's not like when you're 18, you got to get out of the house and go find your way because that's how I had to do it. Mm-hmm. That's not a way to raise someone.
Yeah.
The same way we treat our elderly. As soon as we can, we ship them into a home and have someone else deal with them instead of bringing them back into our home and doing for them what they did for us as children.
Damn right.
I think this podcast is curing my brain injury. And speaking like a true savant today.
Yeah. Really, I didn't think you would get to the point of a $5 to $10 billion structure outside the city that people are housed and you have a triage
not just
system.
Housing, yes, but triage and resources.
Like, okay, you're ready to go at this point.
Mental health and yes, and then if you graduate or you advance or you're given jobs, perhaps we put some of our manufacturing, we bring our manufacturing back to this country and we have these people building damn mufflers, or we offer them jobs, and if they can keep the job and if their checkups improve and their health improves, they're encouraged to then re-enter normal society. And there's even halfway smaller places within cities where you're still being cared for, but that's what could happen, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. I just took the weirdest bite of something in here, and it has ruined every part of my mouth. It feels like if I die on this podcast.
I know, maybe one of your
I feel like I'm getting allergic
special
reaction.
agents from SBS did one of them gift that to you? Did they plant something in there?
I feel like my mouth is starting to swell up.
Interesting.
So be ready to die.
Sometimes in a bag of David's sunflower seeds, for example, you can inadvertently throw in that little
thing,
salt brick in your mouth, and maybe that's what you're experiencing.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, if I die, I die. That's what I've been saying for 15 years. When I heard it in the backyard from that guy. Remember him? We were playing basketball, and the guy's like, if I die, I die, man.
Which guy? In your backyard?
Like one of, I don't want to say Kyle Hoag's family. Maybe his name was Spencer or Steven. And we were playing basketball, and he just, was one of those guys. He's like, if I die, I die, man. I'm like, what? And then I've been saying it ever since. You too.
Me? If I say,
do
I say that?
Yeah. Because of this guy.
Well, yeah, I know. I know the phrase.
Can't remember his name. Bummer.
Yeah.
What time do you have work?
I should be there shortly. It's only a few steps down the path, so.
How close is it? Like what?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
What the freak?
I believe so. Not to give our location away to
no way. Never.
Any sort of operatives we have keeping tabs on us, but agents. Mm-hmm. But I am roughly 10 minutes.
If you could pick, who would you want our first podcast sponsor to be?
Palantir. Palantir or Northman Gunrop. What is that? Is that one?
Northman Gunrop?
Isn't that like a weapons manufacturer?
I've never heard of them.
Boeing,
Raytheon.
Frickin' ivermectin.
Home Depot.
Pfizer would be great.
Pfizer would be awesome.
They treat their people well. No, Home Depot would be good.
Home Depot would be cool.
I would like Home Depot.
Yeah.
Ryobi, the Power Tools brand,
Ryobi,
that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Chronic Tacos, I've been a lifelong fan. That would be fantastic.
Goodwill. Did you get our chairs at Goodwill? The couches, the sofas?
I did.
Goodwill would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're listening and you want to sponsor, just let us know. Hit me up. TTTPG podcast at gmail.com. Email address.
Yes, please. That we could use some funding, absolutely. So
One final nut.
I'll get a final nut, of course.
One final nut. I've actually been getting into art lately due to that Dali book on the shelf right there.
Salvador Dali, yes.
Ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Pretty wild seeing the difference of what he used to draw to then what he started drawing. Pretty demonic images.
He was a character. It was kind of surrealism, I would say, is what his art is known for. Lots of geography mixed with animalia.
Yeah.
He had a pet anteater, actually, that he walked on a leash. Yes, there's a famous picture of him coming out of a subway tunnel with his anteater on a leash. Funny little mustache. Not the anteater Dolly himself. But I'm glad you're expanding your horizons.
Yeah. I was stoked on it.
You're not just a meathead after all.
Yes, big book. I'll show it to you after this. The Dalai Lama, not the Dalai Lama, just correct.
Correct, not the Dalai Lama.
Not the Dalai effing Lama. Do you still draw?
Yeah, I'll doodle. Jameson and I, we create some fun art and pictures together. Really? I did a piece, a watercolor of the Grinch and one of Santa Claus that's in our house now, as it is the winter equinox.
The winter equinox. Yes. Is J-Mo a good drawer? Does he take after you?
He does some demonic-looking characters as well. Yeah. We'll see.
What's the biggest trait you see J-Mo taking after you in?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
I've been coming up with gun run, Dom.
I'm not sure. He's better than me as with his patience and with his kind heart. He's silly. He's got a good sense of humor, maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were you not kind as a child?
No, I'm sure I was, but I just mean relatively. He's better than any adult as far as kindness and understanding. I mean, it's just a child's way, you know.
AJ said he was bullied in school.
Oh, really?
But
for having red hair?
For having red hair, for being a ginger. No, but I'm like, he doesn't seem like he's one to be bullied at all.
Like he would stand up for himself?
Yeah, he's super strong.
Uh-huh.
Popular.
Uh-huh.
Great talker. Funny. And then I think, it seemed like the bully, because he told me about it first. I was like, huh? I'm like, what happened? And he told me what happened. I'm like, and he was just like, yeah, I just felt bad. I didn't want to he's like, I knew I could hurt him back, and I didn't want to hurt him.
Well, you need to tell him that hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, it didn't even hurt, and I just didn't want to hurt him.
Good man.
Okay.
Good man.
Sounds like you weren't. It sounds like you tried to be bullied, and it didn't happen, but that was the first.
Damn.
Uncle duties. And I started teaching him a left-right combo. Yeah.
All right,
partner.
D-Tricks.
Yeah, dude.
What did we do? How long did we go?
Let's check.
Thank you all. Thank you for having me back.
Oh, we're almost at 1 hour.
Do we need to hit an hour for
We need an hour
for monetization?
Let's do an hour. Let's do 2 more minutes. Ask me anything.
2 more minutes. Ask you.
What's one pressing thing that's been on your mind since we haven't really been?
Have you completely destroyed the bathroom here yet? Have you blown it up? And how did you explain yourself?
I have been going anywhere from number 2 to 15 here pretty often.
Okay.
While I'm here, it's usually twice a day. No stains. Utilizing wet wipes.
Are you bringing them from home?
Yes, but I've had to actually stop using them.
Because the plumbing system?
No, nothing. Just, it was requested of me to, just in case this is an old home, bad plumbing. Maybe, you know, let's keep it at a bare minimum. So talks were, you know, there was talks about putting them in the trash can.
Oh,
I'm
God.
I'm like,
taking them home with you.
yeah, that's disgusting.
Burn pile.
No. And then I'm like, I'll put them in a doggy bag like I'm an animal.
Oh, my God.
And I'll just toss them in the big bin.
That's horrific.
Like I'm a big baby.
Oh, my.
Then I looked into what kids have with diapers. I believe I learned this from James Stewart.
A diaper pail?
A thing where you put the diaper in and it suctions it in and closes so
Sure.
there's no smell. So I'm like, maybe I can buy my mini one for my own wet wipes.
You need to just put a little bidet in.
We could get a bidet. Yes, that's probably the option. Jordan, if you're listening, we're going to get a bidet.
Sponsors.
Sponsors,
Bidet companies.
bidet, anyone.
Tushy.
Anyone. I actually thought of a invention the other day.
Oh, good.
That involves toilets and peeing. I think it was a great idea. I could show you after this.
Explain it.
I don't want to explain it. What if I don't want someone to take my idea.
Okay. Is it like a tube that suctions around your penis, and that way you could walk throughout the house and pee whenever you need to, and it travels back into the bowl?
No, but close.
Okay.
It has to do with cleanliness with, you know, urination. Number 1. Number 1.1. But no, I'll show you. It's a good idea.
Okay.
I think
Lovely.
I need to take it to manufacturing and get this sucker patented. 100%.
Well, we'll follow up on that.
Yeah.
Next time.
I might call it actually, I don't even want to say what the name is going to be.
Then don't.
Yeah.
Or say it, and then we'll title our episode.
No, it's gotta be. I'm going to keep it under wraps. I don't want anyone taking it. I might.
Fair.
I might actually do it.
Okay, good.
We'll see. All right, guys.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.